You want to hit your goals in health, fitness, nutrition. You want to hit your goals in gaming, be a professional gamer or, a big streamer. You need to have your body, your mind and body, ready and able to perform. It needs to be ready. It needs to be recovered. What's up, dreamers? Welcome to Drive Environment. Today, I want to talk about the need for listening to your body and recovering. What does that mean? What does listening to your body mean? My body's not talking to me, obviously. Well, it's actually, you know what? No, technically it is, just not in English. Your body sends signals. I'm going to give you an example, a headache. You get a headache, it's for a reason. Maybe you didn't drink enough water, you hear that one a lot, but that's likely not the reason. Maybe you didn't sleep well, maybe you drank too much the night before for your older people. For your younger people, maybe you stayed up and played video games too much. Maybe you ate too much, high sugar food the night before, too close to bedtime. Maybe you drank too much water and you were up all night. You might not even realize getting up to go to the bathroom disrupts sleep heavily. Maybe you drank too much water or some sort of liquid before bed too early and you were up all night. There's a ton of reasons for why the headache might be there, but on a recurring basis, like a chronic headache, that's not normal. It's sending you a signal. So there it is. Your body's talking to you, sending you a signal in the form of a headache that there's something going on in your body that your body just does not like. Okay, so why is recovery important? So that's listening to your body. Listening to your body is important. Not all the times does it send you pain signals. Sometimes it's just tiredness, soreness, whatever it may be, fatigue. Now I track everything that goes on in my body. I have a watch and a Whoop, both of which track different vitals. My heart rate, my resting heart rate, my heart rate variability, my skin temperature, pulse oxygen, a bunch of stuff. And I track it every single day to check my recovery. That's number one reason why I use it. I can use it for performance depending on my goals at the time. But number one reason is for recovery, because I want to be able to see if I'm recovered well. But I also know, I've learned to listen to my body over the years without needing that, to know how my body's going to respond that same day. Okay, I also know my limits. That's something you need to learn. Now, it's important for hitting your goals, because if you don't listen to your body, it could draw injury. Okay, and if it does that, if you get injured, especially during a fitness, you're lifting weights or you're running or doing whatever, that's going to cause a setback, right? Or maybe it's going to cause you to be too tired to continue that nutrition. I'll do it next week when I feel better. That's a dangerous path to take, because that gives you the ability to, I wouldn't say it's technically failure, but it's pushing it back. And then if that happens, sometimes you get in the mindset where you're like, well, I already pushed it back. I'll just push it back another week because, I have this going on this week, whatever. That's coming up with excuses. That could happen. So that could happen if you don't listen to your body in that regard. You will also, if you don't listen to your body, you don't recover well, you're also going to suffer in gaming performance. Your cognition won't be there, your reaction time will slow down, your ability to outplay opponents might not be there, and your energy most certainly is not going to be a steady level of energy. And maybe it's going to push your mental state to be distracted. Maybe you're going to be too distracted because you just haven't listened to your body. Maybe you got something going on that you don't even realize is going on, that is affecting your ability to think properly, which is where the distraction will come into play. So listening to your body and recovery is very, very important on all fronts that we just covered, okay? Now, how do you recover? Well, I just kind of went over that. A good night's rest, that one's pretty obvious, like good night's rest. And I'm not talking good hours, okay? Hours are important, but that whole, you need to get 8 hours of sleep, that is such a weird standard that was set into place by who knows what. I forget. I just read recently on who set that into place and why it was there. And it doesn't apply to everybody at all, by any means. There are so many individual variances. I thrive off like 6.5 hours of sleep, maybe 7 sometimes. I thrive off the 6.5 hour mark. Okay, that's like my pristine average right there. And if I get too much, like if I sleep 8, 9, 10 hours, I feel terrible. If I sleep 5 hours, I can handle that for a little bit. And then, after about 3 or 4 days, then I can feel I'm very, very irritable. That happens a lot right now just because of how hectic life is. And that is okay. I understand that. And I know where it's coming from listening to my body. There it is. So you have to take, the hours with a grain of salt. You have to find what works for you, what makes you really feel good. And here's a little trick that I've come up with myself anecdotally. Waking up in the morning feeling good is not a determination if you got good sleep. What is if you wake up in the morning and you feel okay, and then you recover. I'm gonna give an example. This is the best way for me to explain this. When I wake up sometimes, I feel terrible. Okay, I feel really groggy. I'm like, wow, I got bad night's sleep. And then my wearables tell me that I did not. So I'm like, oh, okay, interesting. I recovered very well last night. Then fast forward to about that 2 o'clock feeling, right? That is where you need to pay attention for the day. Are you crashing halfway through the day? If you're starting to crash halfway through the day, then that is a sign that you didn't get quality sleep. Now, those days where I recovered very well that I just told you about, I don't get crashes during those days. Okay, so that's how I know that was a very good day. And yes, did I wake up feeling groggy and whatever? Yeah, but then after I start my routine, I drink my methylene blue, I drink my water, I drink a cup of coffee, I feel normal. Okay, so the morning isn't necessarily the only sign that you should be paying attention to. You should be paying attention to that like 2 o'clock feeling that people talk about. That would be a good determining factor if you're getting good rest. Another form of recovery, this video is going to be a little longer than others. A couple other ways to recover is just doing something you enjoy, not gaming, like something relaxing. Gaming can be relaxing. Maybe it's a game that is relaxing and not heavy FPS, which is what I would do to relax. Go out for a walk, go outside. My relaxing is, even though I'm pressing my body, on the front, going to the gym. That's one of the best places I can relax, because it's me. I'm lifting weights. I enjoy doing it. It makes me feel good. That's where I relax. And then afterwards, for the most part, I use a sauna if I can, or a red light, whatever. So I have my little routine. And then, of course, again, playing video games, you can meditate, you can do all this stuff. Going outside, just walking around outside. That is a good relaxing activity, something that just gets your mind off things. That's a good way to get some recovery in, okay? There's a lot of ways to recover. You just have to find what works for you. So listening to your body is very important for all fronts of life, including playing video games. And recovery is, couldn't be more important. If you have any tips of your own, let me know in the comments. If you have any questions, let me know. I'd love to get the conversation started. Hit that like button, helps out the channel. Hit that subscribe button for more content like this. And I hope to see everybody in the next video. Later, dreamers.